Cycling back there, we have a Trials adventure. Trials day is ready. Technically, we would defeat Tiamat based off this DPS pretty soundly, but I want to contribute some more. I want to beat it faster. Clear is 650. Now we have more restrictions. I did miss one day. I feel bad about that. That's what I'm going to do this day. That's what I'm going to do this day. Otherwise, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. But, oh no. Oh no. One of our restrictions. What is it? I didn't read them all. 3 lawful champions at a time. Oh no. Who's the other lawful? Yeah, we're going to get rid of Sentry and put Diana in instead. Okay. Oh my. Who else? Who else? So, I'm looking at my save formation. We got Esmeralda. Yeah, she can still go. Penelope. Cool, cool, cool. And then we'll do... Nope, Strong Heart's Lawful. Tyrell. Okay. There we go. Gotta adjust it for the restrictions. Trials gives you a new restriction every day. Like, you complete a day, the next day you get another restriction. So... Constantly, it may mean you're constantly changing your formation each day. And that's fine. It's just part of Trials life. Okay, and now we'll throw some over here. And we want to throw 650. I want to throw an hour on. An hour of click damage. Come on. There we go. We'll get this set up. Once I get all this set up and leveled up, then I'll dive into chat. See what's going on. Grab what Electrum chess codes we didn't get yesterday. What's going on? Hello, Delcoon, Dance Lover, Penali, Niscus, Toy, Solar Bear, Lurking Rider. Welcome to chat. I did get everybody's taxes paid. You still get the restriction if you miss a day. No, like I missed the day too, so I didn't get a new restriction until I... What happens is you don't... The goal doesn't go up and you don't get a new restriction if you didn't do that day. So it's basically pausing your progress, but it means you're losing, that day's worth of progress and potential. That's the punishment, as opposed to a double punishment of also it getting worse, right? Yeah, so you get one fewer day of progress and thus one fewer days of restrictions if you were to do them all. But again, losing a day's worth of DPS bonus is the punishment. You want them. You want all the days. The only reason I didn't do that is I just messed up my times. I got my times wrong for when I needed to do the run on a day when we weren't streaming. Because I only play this when we're streaming, or I try not to. But for trials, I have to then log in and do that run. Remember, you can do your trials run at any time during the 24-hour day period. And this bar, the changing colors, reflects that it's applying retroactively. So the dark green bar out here is supposed to represent current health, and this light green bar is supposed to represent what it would be with the retroactively applied damage that only gets applied at the end of the day. That's what it's supposed to be. Whether it's currently working that way or not is not under my control, but that is what it's supposed to be representing. If it's not working that way, submit a ticket. But at this point, I doubt they're going to fix any of those issues until they rework trials, right? Okay, let me grab Electrums. Stocking up my Electrums, because all my champions are blue or better gear, so I'm holding on to my Electrums until the event comes out. I should have held even more of them. I already did that. Would have done that one. That's right. This is always a weird day. Hold on. I think I got my weekend chest. Got it. There we go. That. Nothing. Nothing. 3 small speed buttons. Might as well be nothing. I wonder where gems at. 4672. I think I'm gonna hold on. I want to see how many gems we're earning in a day. Although we're about to do a time gate, but it'll be fine. We also need to do our natural time gate this weekend. I already have BBG, so it's not going to be BBG because my pity timer. If my pity timer was at 3 chests, I would do it 3 or less. I would do it to get my last epic, but it's not, so I'm not gonna. I can get Kron from a patron shop, so I don't care, and I wouldn't be using really Kron much anyway. So I don't prioritize Kron. So we're gonna go BBG, excuse me, BNG, Beetle and Grim, not BBG, BNG. So we'll do this. Oh, and it's 75, so we're gonna be in and out of this real quick. And then back to our regular campaign. Back to our regularly scheduled programming of Icewind Dale progress. Yeah, I can't remember. What is Grandmaster? I can't remember what tier this is. I feel like we're getting up there. That's what I gotta fix in that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in tier 6. Good lord. I didn't even realize. Yeah, Grandmaster is like the first of the higher of the grand. Grand applause starts at 6. Starts normal, heroic, master, legend, torment. And then you get 3 grands and 2 exalted. So Grandmaster is 6. Yeah, we moved up through tier 6, folks, and we're gonna beat this just fine. And our contribution is on par. So yeah, so anybody that's worried about when to start trials, just do it. Good lord. And we got through 6 without any issues, and I think we should be fine with 7 too. Now, to be fair, I did throw legendaries on event champions, but I haven't leveled them up yet. We're not even using that right now. We will to get to 650. We'll have to switch to a pushing group. Silly question, how many accounts do I have? 3 at any given time. 3 at any given time. So my main account stays for permanent progress. I have what I call a test account that is on the CNE client. So my main account is on Steam. I have an account on the CNE client that I call my test account because it has all the champions, but no gear and no blessings, no perks, nothing. I haven't put anything into that at all. All I do is every event I unlock the new champion. This next one I'll have to unlock 2 new champions to get their data to make their guides in a way that is as pure as possible. It doesn't have blessings influencing, it doesn't have perks influencing, it doesn't have a Modron core influencing, right? No influence at all. But I had Sean I had him delete everything. That had been an account that had been a WebGL account back when there used to be WebGL support. And it had been a new player account with lots of progress. I had him wipe all the progress, erase everything, but then give me all the champions up to that point and like E100 gold in Sword Coast so that just so that it's just easy to grab information. And since I had, since I basically was giving up a functional play account, he was fine with that because that's all I was going to use it for, right? And then whenever I start a new account, it's on Epic. It's my Epic account. And I basically, when I want to start a new account, I ask either Sean or Taylor to just wipe the account, completely reset everything down to no progress. Everything goes away, and I restart. Yeah. So I don't keep creating different accounts and have a bunch of accounts or anything. It's literally just I have those 3 accounts, and I only one is getting played all the time. So this one, after we complete my goals here, this one will just sit unused until I'm ready to, until I need to. Maybe there's a new guide and we can pick it back up and make a new guide with it from where its progress is. Or if they make changes to the early game again, or I think something that might affect the early game, I'll have them reset it and we'll start again. Yeah. But yeah, I don't. Once I've completed my goals for guides on this new account, I don't play it anymore. Finding Secret, you said you usually open 3K gold chests for an event, so you're going to try and open 6K because of the 2 new champions. Yeah, that got I got pointed out to me, and now I'm trying to earn on my main account enough chests. In fact, I tweaked out my Briv gem farm, and I've been trying to remember to Briv gem farm. To try to get the gems to open, because I only have right now I only have 1,240 gold chests. I need to get 1,660 more. Is that right? 1,760 more. I need a lot more gems before Wednesday. So Sunday is going to be a day where, like tomorrow, is going to be a day where my gem farm is running from the time I get up until the time I go to bed to try to earn me a bunch of gems with potions, so that I'll burn potions and a gem. I'll burn a gem potion and a speed potion to try to get me there. Yeah, that's going to happen over the weekend. Sir Baltazar, welcome to chat. Thanks for mentioning the newsletter in the last stream. You're welcome. I took a look since I made my account 4 years ago and came back to the game. I had 4 years of chests to claim. Yes, whenever you're a returning player, we like to tell returning players, anyone who's like, I just came back to the game. The first thing I like to do is like, did you sign up for the newsletter before you left? Are those letters still there? Because all those codes are valid. All those codes stay valid. That's great. Come back to so much free stuff. So much free stuff. Hey, Bunny Beast. Hello, Marcos. And it's gar_guides to get the guides to pop up. I tried to normalize that command with the CNE count command so that so you just do one command in both places and always get that link. The time it takes to put in the codes can get annoying. Yeah, I get that. But I mean, here's the thing: if you're doing it at least once a day, I don't find that it takes very long. If you're waiting like multiple days, yeah. But I started up the stream. I went over to the Discord. I checked, and as I'm playing the stream, if any new ones pop up, I'm gonna get a notification. I'll just put them in right away. That's more helpful than if you're doing it like once or twice a week, right? Multiple codes at once. People have asked for that. It's just not a high priority for them to change. So many other things in the game that are honestly more important than that. Where are the ducks? The ducks will be here soon. The ducks will be here soon. I have another client open that I'm trying to get to a point where I can turn it off. Took a little longer to get lunch than I thought, than I had hoped. So I'm running a little behind. But the ducks will be up soon. Yeah, and definitely copy paste your codes. Absolutely. Way faster to copy paste. Up to 15 time gate pieces. I was banking them. We don't really need any champions. We're kind of at the end of this of what we'll be using this account for. So I'm banking them because just in case we have to do multiple time gates to complete to make one of the guides I want to make, which is a guide for a variant called Infamous Assassin, which we can only access in a time gate. You're up to 665. I think you're catching up to me. I think I'm like at 680 something, or maybe it's 860 something. I don't remember. Lanon, thank you for 25 months. Greatly appreciated. Infamous Assassin is the last thing I do on this account. That's the idea. That's the idea. The idea is the second I have to have Artemis in my account, I'm done. I'm done. Get me out. Yeah, that's the idea. Oh, I didn't even do my own. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. See, I saw it pop up. For my own chess code. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up my to-do list. Two of these guides are the written portion is done, and I just need to cut the VOD. Tomorrow I'm going to be uploading lots of videos to YouTube. I gotta remember to do that. We need to do we're gonna do a run specifically so we can create a guide to bud spiking, to what actual bud spiking is. That term gets used for other things, but we're gonna do basically a tutorial on actual bud spiking. So that's one thing we have to do. We're going to do a guide to Lost in the Deep. So that's another run we have to do. We're going to do a guide to Tale of Two Champions. So that's another run we're going to do. So there's 3 variants we need to do. Because bud spiking, we're going to do an On the Hunt. But there are lots of variants like On the Hunt that it applies to. And then the Infamous Assassin rework. So those are the 4 things. Now I have added kind of a 5th. I want to attempt to unlock Xeraphon. If I don't do it, I don't care. That's fine. It's basically, we're working on that right now in Icewind Dale because I want to see if, like the last time I had a new player account, I just slammed into a wall 200 areas away from completion. And I want to see if this approach to this, to the new player thing that I've come up with, on this run works better and allows us more smoothly to transition into that both feet in the mid game that Xeraphon is basically and represents. Okay, all these things. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So yeah, so we're real close to being done with this account. Real close. In fact, I don't know that. There's a part of me that does want to do the next trials run, but when are we going to be done? 3 days? Yeah, middle of the week. We'll see. We might be done before we even get to the next trials run. Honestly, I don't know that I'm gonna finish the next event on this account. I think we may be done before then. We already know that. Oh, look at this. We're soft capping with the speed team in. Nice. We already know that we were capable of in the last event of completing all but one of the tier 3 variants for all of the champions. There was only one champion I couldn't do it for. And that was a bench issue. Like I didn't have a deep enough bench. So we have the power on this account to complete tier 3 in the events. So I don't, and we're nowhere near tier 4. So yeah, I don't know that there's anything we really need to test or prove in the upcoming event on this account. I'm waiting for a Xander rework. Don't hold your breath. I honestly don't know that they'll ever give him one. We talk about this every now and then. And last time I made the mistake of getting too far into the conversation. So all I'm going to say this time is there are certain champions that are radioactive for reasons. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. And those champions probably never going to see a rework. Xander's one of them. Is it advisable to use more than one support pigment on a champion? Sure. They're just letting you know when you use one that, oh, you're about to use another one in case you accidentally double-clicked and didn't mean to. But sure, I tend to put one on, like I tend to start with one on each champion in my pushing group. Because it doesn't matter what champion they're on, it just matters that they're in the formation. And that way you don't run the risk of a champion getting restricted out of a formation and there went all your support pigments, right? But eventually then you'll want 2 and then you want 3 and ultimately you'll want all 6. You'll want 6, right? Yeah. Forge, I'm spreading out the legendaries before upgrading them. Cool, yeah. Is this smart thinking? Yeah, level 1 legendaries on like everyone in your pushing group. Yeah. And then you start leveling them up. Absolutely. That's what I did on this account. Here's my why is it here's the groups by favor. As you know, I want it to just show me who actually has legendaries. Can I do that? No, that should be a filter, huh? That'd be a good idea. But yeah. So like, you know, I did fully flesh out Duke Ravengard. That's because he got full epic. But anybody that has epics that's kind of in the pushing group that I'm using is gonna have legendaries on them. Unfortunately, not all the champions I want to have legendaries. So now, with the rest of my scales, what I would do next normally is then do a forge run. I should do that. Hold on, I'm adding that to my to-do list. We need to do a forge run. Like a forge run VOD to add to my legendary forge guide. Because I do talk about forge runs, but we should demonstrate. From what I've heard, it's a good job you didn't flex Korth. I actually wish I'd flexed Korth in the last event, so I could have seen that variant. So we could have like made a guide for it. Yeah. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Reworks. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say Xander's the first of. Hold on. The first of 3 champions that I can confidently say will never get a rework. Dang, Lurking Rider, yeah, you're almost there. Now, so this list is just kind of this is my priority list. I think Justin came up with his priority list after I came up with mine. No, he would do this for a long time. But I have like a priority update list for guides. Then I have a and making new guides, either updating guides or making new guides. All goes into priority. Then I have a definitely list for guides that we're definitely going to make, but priority is to ones that we'll make with this new account. So then under definitely is I can make these with any account at any time. I don't have to worry. In fact, one of these I can remove because we'll be doing it under that other account. And then I have a list of maybes. Maybe at some point, this is something we might make. Maybe. But not necessarily. Not necessarily. Bam. And then I have a whole other list of ways that I want to update my current champion guides the next time I do a full pass on all the champion guides, which there's over 130 of those. So that's a whole other list, though. Yeah, 3 that are never going to get, well, it's not a 3, though. So core champions will never get updates. Will never get reworks. Never going to get it, never going to get it. Nah. Plus 3 event champion. Evergreens, I feel, are maybes. So that's what? How do we do that? 11% of the current champions in the game are never going to get a rework, and that percentage is going to drop over time. Right? Because there's 12 core champions, there's 10 evergreens, but there are 114 event champions now? Is that... Are there 114 now? Did I forget to add... Mine says 113. Did I forget to add Duke Ravendar? Oh, the collection screen. Yeah, no, that'll tell me. I can just go over there. Champions. 136. Okay. So 12 core, 10 evergreen. Well, they do it as 22, but... So yeah, 114. I forgot to change it. Okay. And then on Wednesday, it'll be 116. It's good that that number is incrementing by 2. When they add Ren, we'll get an 11th Evergreen champion. Ren is going to be our next Evergreen champion in Turn of Fortune's Wheel. Turn of Fortune's Wheel. So that means I'm at least at 175? Okay. Is that right? I have 175 guides? That's probably right. Just always feels like it's just a massive number, which is fair, because it is. I mean, an idiot makes 175 different guides that they have to manually update. This one. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Not having to count it. I forgot we figured that out last time. It's in the collections thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16 101 guides, yes. 3 assorted, so new player, event planning, bardic inspiration, that's assorted. Currently 3 variant guides, yes. And then 17 event guides, yeah, okay. Yeah, 175. All right. That number's going to go up a lot soon because, again, Bud Spiking will be a new one. Lost in the Deep will be a new one. Tale of Two Champions will be a new one. So it'll go up by 3 from that, and 2 by the 2 new champion guides. We're going to be at 180 within a week or two. 180 guides. Oh my god. Oh my god. Becky, look at those guides. Wow. This formation's actually going further than I thought it was going to. Good for it. Good for it. It'd probably go better if I actually put her next to another buffer. Mean girls. Oh no. No, I think that was from that 80s track by Sir Guides a Lot. But we're gonna. Oh no. Or Sir Gars a Lot? I don't know. It's somewhere in there. I like big buffs and I cannot lie. No. Oh, what contracts do we have? Who was I working on? Oh no, Duke Ravengard hit 70. No, he was at such a nice average item level of 69. BBG hit 50. That's what we wanted. Strongheart topped out at 51. Lazel needs more for sure. Oh, and Astoria needs more. Who else? There's somebody else. Or Esmeralda is at 49. Okay, so Esmeralda. Let's try to do that and not go too far over. Does that work? Yeah, there's 50. Okay. Lazel. Trying to get some of my basically my pushing group up to average item level 50. Along with my speed champions that have item support. Okay. That's one change I made to progression on this account. Instead of just going all in on like Briv and Human, and like to try to get to gem farming as quick as possible, they're up above 100. I think they're up above one of them. Briv's over 150 and Human's over 100. But the other speed champions with speed items are at 50-ish, and then the pushing group is on its way to 50. Just more efficient spread of power. Well, Carlock's only on 52, but until the rest of the party gets to 50, it's better to bump the rest of the party up a bit than then take her to 100. Absolutely, she would. Once I finish the rest of her pushing group, like her primary pushing group, I would then take her up to 100 for sure. And then I'd stop. At that point, I think I'd probably then lean into upping speed champions, focusing on the speed champions. Because at that point, I think I'd be heavily enough into the mid game where gem farming would become something I need to focus towards. Whereas at that point, raising legendary levels is going to help me more than raising item levels on my pushing group. Hell, I might even not to lead. I don't even know that I need to raise Carlock's item levels. Maybe just boost legendaries, and that does more than enough. And that actually may be better. I may just stop. I think that's probably better. Stop at 50s. Start doing forge runs and boost legendary levels. That actually makes way more sense. I'll do that. I'll do that. All right, this is it. 650 with my speed group, folks. I'm gonna go 650 in trials with my speed group. This is great. It's like an ideal situation. Hey, you want to die for me? Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, we're done. Then you can finally get nerds now. All right, 2290. Yeah, I'm fine. I over 2,000 DPS contribution. I'm in the 2,000 range with 3 others. One got to 3045. If I'd done that day, I'd be higher, but oh well. I'm not the lowest, and that's fine.